Okay, I've got my dungeon pretty much set up, but I still need to add some more things. I need to put in some numbers, and I'm going to show how to add some effects to this as well. So first thing I'm going to do is go to the walls, and I can add an effect to that, and I'm going to add a outer shadow, and I'm going to make a shadow, offset it a little bit. I'll say the light source is coming from the top left. Maybe make that a little more intense. Decrease this a little bit. Okay, so that looks pretty good. And then I could also add a 3D effect to this. And so I'm going to make, if I look at these walls, since I have that layer selected, I could move this, and this, if you put it in the center, it makes it like it's shining down from the top. So I'm going to have it coming in from a bit of an angle like that, and then casting the shadow over this way. Okay, so I can do that. And then I could also do that with my objects. So I could add an effect to those where I'm just going to add an outer shadow, even though some of them are getting caught by this shadow, but that's okay. And bring that up, and especially on the pillars here, and offset that a little bit. Like that. So that looks sort of cool, although, you know, I don't know how well that works with the steps or over here in the water, but it gives a little bit of a 3D effect to it. Now the other thing I need to do is to add some numbers to this, so I'm going to go ahead and do that, and I'm going to start, so I'm going to use the artistic text tool and put in a number, and it's going to be number 1, and I'm going to change the font, and yeah, I think I use this one. I like this font for numbers, so I've used this one a couple times now, and I want to use that one for numbers. So I'm going to Control C, Control V to make another number, and I'm going to put numbers in all of the rooms. So this is room number 1. This one's going to be room number 2. So I'm double clicking on that, making that room number 2. And I'm actually going to make these bold. So select it, Control C, Control V, and drag it over here. And then I'm going to, I think I'll do all of these at once. So I'm going to have, this is going to be another room. So this one will be 2, this one is going to be 3, this one is going to be 4, this one is going to be 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. So it's a 9-room dungeon. Now all these layers I have here, I'm going to group those together. So I can go to Layer and Group. Yeah, so that grouped them all together. And then I'm going to add some effects to those. And so I want to have, I think, a white outline on those. And I won't be able to see it at first. So then I'm going to add a shadow effect on it also. So an outer shadow, and then we should be able to see the outline. So yeah, that looks pretty good. Maybe a bit of an offset. and bring that down again. Okay, scale with object. Okay, so now I have my numbers, I have my outline. The other thing, and you should think of this probably before you add the other stuff, is I need directions on here. So I'm going to select my compass rose from that I did previously, and I'm going to put a compass onto this one, and I can put it right down there. So now I've got a compass, I've got my room numbers. I might number some others, put some other labels in here, but the other thing I could do is I'll probably have a how many for this one. I'm probably going to have something like 1 square. For this one I think I'll have it 10 feet. So 1 square is 10 feet. And I think for the font for that one I'm going to use okay, I'm going to use the monotype Corsiva. I like that font for that. Okay, that's good. Now the other thing you could consider is that I might want to make another map that where the secret doors are here. I could make a player map that just shows a wall where those secret doors are. So I could fill that in, but that's what we have so far. And again, yeah, you can toggle the grid on or off, and it shouldn't interfere with the other the numbers or anything else.